This is the second one, too, but Newland saves it inbounds. Then he gets it in the corner. Shoots the three. It won't go. They called a foul against St. Clair County's on number 20 for St. Clair County.
A timeout in the action. I want to thank Metro Bank. With 10 locations across the area, Metro Bank is here to serve. Metro Bank has consistently been ranked as one of the top performing banks in the state of Alabama. Today, the bank continues to strive for a hometown atmosphere and, above all, exceed your expectations for customer service. Locations in Pell City, Raglan, Lincoln, Heflin, Ashville, Southside, Moody, and Odenville. Metro Bank, come home to us.
And if you're looking to list your home with the interest rates as low as they are, call Karen Wilbanks with ERA King, your friendly lake and neighborhood realtor, 205-368-9772, or on the web at pellcityrealtor.com. 9-7, Asheville leads, 1:10 to play now in the first quarter. Underneath, he's made a difference. Number 33 has made a difference for the Asheville Bulldogs since coming into the game. Caleb Bailey gets fouled. He's already got 4, going to the line to try to get his 5th and 6th points of the night.
Caleb Bailey having a productive first quarter for the Bulldogs.
You can tell he's a strong kid. I mean, look at his hips.
Yeah, you're not going to move him around a lot down inside.
He's what they call broad in the beam, right?
That's right. Not necessarily. Sometimes you look at guys and you think basketball player, and sometimes you think, okay, that guy might play some other sports.
Maybe linebacker. Shows a nice touch right there. Nice soft touch. 10-7 now. Asheville on top with 1:07 to go, and not sure what's going on over on the other side. Maybe somebody bleeding.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have a cleanup. I'm going to see it as a chance to get another sponsor in, the Robinson Law Firm. Robinson Law Firm and Asheville Land and Title bring you the St. Clair County basketball tournament. Charlie and Jackie Robinson are big supporters of athletics and academics here in St. Clair County. When the time comes when you need legal assistance, remember the Robinson Law Firm and Asheville Land and Title. In the classroom, on the field, or on the court, the Robinson Law Firm cheering for all our students around St. Clair County.
Drew Barnett, the St. Clair County head coach, getting a little janitorial work in over there on the sideline. St. Clair County's ball, 1:07 to play in the first quarter. Down by 3 to the Asheville Bulldogs. Newland way out high.
Yeah, really saw Asheville extend that defense. They're coming out, pressuring the ball.
Little matchup zone.
Basket.
The 3 won't go. Asheville fighting hard for the rebound. That's Adrian Hernandez picking it up, surveying the situation. In no big hurry with 28 seconds now in the first quarter. Looks like they're going to try to take the last shot. Hernandez dribbles it off his heel, but he's able to corral it. Now they got to get into things with 10 seconds to go. St. Clair County doing a nice job with that zone defense. And they get the steal. And Daniel just couldn't get the shot off in time. So the end of the first quarter comes to a close with the Asheville Bulldogs on top 10-7 over the St. Clair County Saints.
Yeah, we got a good one, a competitive game here, at least through the first quarter. Leading scorer Gatlin Daniel with 5 for St. Clair County. And, of course, you mentioned Caleb Bailey, strong kid for Asheville. He's really shown up big with 5 as well for the Asheville Bulldogs. And looks like we got a very competitive game here to start.
That's right. Thank you to Kurt and Jennifer Eddy with the Ashville Drugs and Odenville Drugs for being a title sponsor and a supporter of athletics and academics in St. Clair County. Ashville Drugs and Odenville Drugs, your hometown drug stores. Just like 94.1 FM The River is your hometown radio station, we're proud to bring you this coverage of the St. Clair County High School basketball tournament live from Moody High School on both the YouTube and Facebook streams. We really appreciate you joining us. We hope you can bear with me as I try to get back into some sort of broadcast routine. I've been out of the business for 4 years, and I'm afraid it shows.
I think you're warming up pretty good here, Mike. Don't do yourself a disservice. Play-by-play is a little different, though.
Listen, man, you got to know your weaknesses, and my weakness is play-by-play. A man has got to know his limitations, as Clint Eastwood said. All right, so Asheville has the ball to start the second quarter. Looking to extend that 3-point lead. Another 3-second call, I think. This one goes against the Bulldogs.
Saints will bring the ball down the court, trailing by 3. Early action here in the second period.
Nice pass inside to Newland. And Newland gets hip-checked as he goes to the basket.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the blocking foul on Caleb Bailey.
So 17 fouls against the Bulldogs means that St. Clair County is now in the bonus situation. So Newland will shoot a 1-and-1.
Yeah, they'll be headed to the line for the rest of the half. 7:26 left to go. Could be a big deal if they can knock down their free throws.
Adrian Hernandez with the basketball, just comes over the midcourt line. Cross-court pass. Cole Hyatt with the miss.
Yeah, Cole went a little strong on that three-pointer.
Bear Black running the show for the St. Clair County Saints.
Good job of defense by number 22, Gabe Sawyer. I'm not sure who the ball was out on, but it was a nice job on the deflection.
Jaden Farmer looked like he couldn't believe that the call went against his team, but that's just part of the game, right? St. Clair County pick it up again, full court. Hernandez gets it across. Oh, he carried the ball.
Yeah,
he carried the ball.
Sure did. Got trapped up around his upper arm, almost like a football. Goes back to the St. Clair County Saints. Kind of a defensive struggle here in the second quarter.
Got Cameron Pope in there now running the point for St. Clair County. Pope and John David Bauer right there. John David Bauer, number 12. Pope, number 3. Three-pointer won't fall for Gatlin Daniel. Back comes Hernandez. Leaves his feet, but still is able to make the pass, but Asheville ultimately turns it over. Got in a little bit of a hurry there.
Yeah, tough to get the turnovers without a shot on a possession. Asheville still leading, though, 10-7.
Ball inbounds for St. Clair County. Pope running the show. John. Nice pass inside. Nice pass inside. Baylor Farmer did a nice job using his body, make some space for himself, got to the basket, and was fouled.
Yeah, they'd really been trying to work it around, see if they could get someone inside. It had been a nice job collapsing, that defense collapsing into the paint for Asheville. They finally work it into Farmer, and we'll see if he can make it pay off from the stripe.
Luke Fondren comes in. Jaden Farmer goes out. I tell you, St. Clair County's really missed a lot of opportunities at the line. Donnie Morphus back in the game for the Asheville Bulldogs. Oh, and he dragged his pivot foot.
Yeah, he sure did. He tried to stop, but that pivot foot just took an extra skip, and ball back to St. Clair County. Still 10-7. Been locked on that score for a minute or two.
5:14 to go in the first half. Tell you, I really like the job that Luke Fondren is doing trying to get open down there on the post.
Got a blocking foul on one of the Saints. Wasn't sure which number.
I think it was Fondren, actually. I think he set a pick, moving pick maybe. It was Morphus. Morphus turns it over again.
Yeah, Jackson Lindsay just picked his pocket.
Another turnover. Here comes Morphus. Asheville going the other way. And Morphus throws it away. It's his third turnover on his third straight possession. And I got to believe he's coming out of the game. And he'll be called for the block as St. Clair County's John David Bauer went to the basket. So Bauer will shoot two. Morphus will leave the game, I assume. They've got someone waiting at the scorer's table to check in.
I tell you, Mike, the last 2 or 3 minutes and change, we've seen more turnovers than shot attempts.
Yeah, the game, the pace of the game is really slowed. And Bauer makes the first of two, and Morphus does indeed go out, and Hernandez comes back in.
Sometimes good defense makes for ugly offense, and right now both teams just really smothering their opponent defensively.
Second free throw comes up short. Scrum on the floor. They call a jump ball. Possession arrow to St. Clair County. And into the game comes Ian Newland. And out goes Baylor Farmer. Inbounds, nice pass. Nice shot block right there.
Yeah, good defense again in that Asheville interior.
I didn't see who got the block.
I think Chandler McGinnis, number 24 possibly, or number 22, Gabe Sawyer.
Hernandez going to the basket. He can't get it to fall. Newland with the rebound. Now here comes Pope. Pope run into by Hernandez. No call. Bad pass, but number 23, Luke Fondren, does a nice job to pick it off his shoelaces and gets fouled as he tries to make the shot.
Fondren headed back to the line for the Saints, trying to close that 2-point gap. And he's true on the first one, yes.
Yep. 3:51 to play. It's now a 1-point game, 10-9. Asheville leads. This will be the second shot from Fondren. He can't get it to go, and it's going to stay there as they call a foul. Newland a push to the floor. So Newland will go to the line.
Chance to take the lead here for the Saints as Asheville has been stuck on 10 points most, if not all, of the second quarter. Tie score.
See, that's one of the things with play-by-play that you don't realize. You have to keep up with all things like the first quarter score, which I didn't do. I wish I had. Newland gets the second one to fall, so now it's St. Clair County on top, 11-10. Asheville having a hard time with that sticky St. Clair County defense. And there's a steal. Newland takes it in, gets fouled. Basket won't go, but he'll go to the line for two. And while he does, let me tell you, warmer weather is already here. But the really warm stuff will be here before you know it. So get your small engine lawn equipment ready to go. Odenville Small Engine Repair offers service and parts on lawnmowers, zero-turns, generators, weed eaters, blowers, ATVs, and more. It's fast, friendly service with guaranteed quick turnaround time. Located on Highway 411 in Odenville next to Destiny Life Church. Ask about the quick pickup and delivery service. Give them a call today, 205-629-0202. That's 205-629-0202.
Newland comes up empty on the 2 free throw attempts. Had one roll around the rim and out on him.
He's really struggled at the line. He has really struggled at the line tonight.
And speaking of struggle, right now the Asheville Bulldogs struggling just to get a shot attempt. They have not had successful offensive possessions thus far in the second quarter.
You know, it's funny. I was talking with Drew Barnett, the St. Clair County High School coach, this afternoon, and he was saying that they love to press. He said, but, you know, with the up-tempo comes turnovers, and they really guard against turning the ball over. Well, right now they're doing a great job turning Asheville over. Hernandez on the drive. It won't go. They're going to call the foul on Bear Black. So Hernandez will go to the line. They need some points here, Lance.
Yeah, Hernandez with a drive and kind of an acrobatic shot. Didn't have a real good angle on the goal. Body to the left side and twisted it up and almost got it to fall. Earned himself a trip to the stripe.
And it just won't go down.
Just a lid on the goal for Asheville Bulldogs at this point.
See, I wasn't going to say that.
It's
because,
okay.
See?
He knocked it off.
There you go. So Hernandez gets the second one to go, and now the score is tied at 11 with 3 minutes to play here in the first half.
First point of the second quarter for the Bulldogs.
Unbelievable. Nice drive right there, Gatlin Daniel.
Daniel leads all scorers with 7.
Newland with the rebound. Daniel with the ball. Strong to the basket. And he gets the nice shot off the glass. Wanted the foul too, but he'll take the 2.
Yeah, Gatlin Daniel, he might have deserved the foul. He gets to the paint again, throws up a wild shot off the backboard, down and in. 9 points.
Nice pass, nice catch. Ashton Van with a much-needed basket to stop the bleeding for Asheville. And Daniel again. Daniel's feeling it. 6 straight points now for Daniel.
Yeah, Gatlin Daniel on fire for the Saints. Van with the first bucket of the second quarter a moment ago for the Bulldogs.
Ashton Van with a long shot, won't go. Fighting hard on the boards. Hernandez thinks about it, decides to go to the basket, and he gets hacked by Luke Fondren. Hernandez showing some guts going in there against that big fella.
He sure is.
Big, strong kid.
Although they've struggled in the second quarter from the field, still in this game, 17-13. A couple of free throws here and right back in it. True on the first one.
Can't get the second one to go. Pope gets the long rebound. He's going to push it up. Gets a little bump there from Hernandez. Daniel's feeling it. Let's see if they keep going back to him right here. He scored 6 straight now for St. Clair County, but no, they're going to go inside to Fondren, and Fondren does a nice job getting position and getting the basket.
Nice pass by Bauer, too, there. Number 12, Bauer for the Saints. Nice little pass inside.
(19-14), just over a minute to play. And Fondren's going to be called for the blocking foul out top. And he's going to take a seat for the rest of the half. They're going to bring 24 off the bench, Jaden Farmer, with 1:07 to play in the half. That's an air ball. Air ball from the line for Chandler McGinnis.
The walk of shame back up the court. Nobody likes to, especially boys high school level.
That's right. You know, the NBA guys do it, and
It
nobody doesn't seem to bother anybody. They're going to call an offensive foul on McGinnis. Maybe just a little bit too strong underneath the basket trying to post up. 19-14, under a minute to play.
Asheville certainly wanting to tighten this thing back up before the end of the half.
Alley-oop. Nice pass, but they couldn't convert. Maybe Gabe Sawyer just a little bit off balance there. Pass inside, and McGinnis can't come up with it.
Yeah, Mike, you're right. The pass was there. He just couldn't finish. He lobbed it over everybody perfectly.
I wonder if Gabe Sawyer maybe thought that the ball wasn't going to get to him. 30-second timeout called here as there's 30.8 seconds left in the first half.
The City of Asheville Mayor Derek Mostella and City Council member Shirley Smith, R. Denise Williams, Sue Price, Robin L. Bolin, and Edward Roscoe Lane are proud supporters of Asheville High School athletics and academics, and they are definitely saying go Bulldogs tonight. The Lady Bulldogs already with a win under their belt. They'll advance in the St. Clair County tournament. And the men's team for the Asheville Bulldogs currently down by 5 to St. Clair County.
With 30 seconds left, Asheville has the ball. They'll probably play for the last shot. That would be my guess. Able to beat the press with the long pass to half court. Hernandez has the ball. Adrian Hernandez, who's been solid this first half. And there he is. Maybe got away with the travel there. Goes to the basket. And he gets bumped as he went in for the layup by Pope. And so he'll go to the line with 12 seconds left, 12.9 seconds left in the first half to shoot 2 to try to pull within 3. It's the first one.
Third free throw of the quarter made by Adrian Hernandez.
Look for either Gatlin or Newland to get the ball here. So Gatlin, Daniel, or Newland would be my guys. There's Newland. And there's Gatlin. Fall away won't go. Gatlin, Daniel, fall away at the buzzer won't go. But St. Clair County will go to the locker room with a 3-point halftime lead, 19-16. Pretty good first half. Got a little bit dry there in the first half of the second quarter, but both teams playing hard, sloppy at the line, especially for St. Clair County. They had an opportunity to score a lot of points at the line but couldn't convert. But the St. Clair County defense has really done a nice job on Asheville. Turned them over a lot. They've got good efforts from Gatlin Daniel, as we talked about, Ian Newland. Luke Fondren has done a nice job. And then, of course, for Asheville, Adrian Hernandez, I think, has been the real steadying influence on his ball club.
Yeah, definitely Mike made some big free throws there in the second quarter. He actually leads. He's the leader in scoring for the Asheville Bulldogs with 6. Ashton Van had a big three-pointer in the first quarter. He has 5. And then Caleb Bailey with 5, and that's it. 3 guys are your scorers for Asheville. Their counterparts across the way, St. Clair County, they had 11 by Gatlin Daniel. He got hot there for a second in the second quarter, coming down and I think on about 3 possessions in a row, made baskets. And then it really drops off. I mean, it's pretty much been the Gatlin Daniels show as far as scoring. Fondren had 3. Ian Newland added 3. and then Jaden Farmer and John David Bauer with a free throw apiece. And that's how we've arrived at a very low-scoring 19-16.
Well, as I talked to Asheville head coach Caleb Carpenter today, he's in his first year, by the way, really trying to figure out what direction this team wants to go. He knows what direction he wants it to go, but he said the team has to figure out where they want to go. They got 6 juniors, they got 6 seniors. You would think that would mean a lot of experience, but he said they just haven't played a lot of basketball. There were guys in front of them as they were coming up, so they weren't afforded the opportunity. So his philosophy is, I'm going to play everybody. I'm going to try to get as many guys in the game as I can to build them some experience. Not just that, but to find out who he can count on as they now go into tournament play, not just the St. Clair County tournament, but, into the area tournament and then beyond, hopefully.
Mike, we had talked earlier about also how it's fun and you like to see this classification variation and still get to see these teams play. I tell you, somebody to look out for based on – I haven't got to see them this year, but I got a chance to follow them last year was the Raglan Purple Devils and Coach Andy Eden. And I'm telling you, from what I've seen so far, can't compare it to this year's team, but Coach Eden's team last year – they would have been a handful for anyone in this tournament. He really has those guys playing basketball.
Well, I say, Ragag-Aglin has a fine tradition here over the last decade or so of some really good athletics. There was a time when Raglan was down. I remember going up there in the helicopter on Friday night and not having much to see when I went and visited the Purple Devils. And then there were times when I went up there and they were really, really good. And so Raglan has some athletes in that little bitty town, and they got some tough kids. That's the big thing. They got kids who want to compete. They know how to compete. They want to win, and they're learning how to win. These two teams tonight are playing for the opportunity to play Springville on Thursday in the next round of the St. Clair County High School Basketball Tournament here at Moody High School. 94.1 The River FM is proud to bring it to you, all the action, live right here on the Facebook stream and on the YouTube channel. Scott Griffin did some play-by-play last night. We'll continue to do some throughout the week. Adam Stock, of course, will also be joining us in the booth. Right now, he's working camera. He's doing the tough work. He's showing he can get his hands dirty too. And of course, Lance, I really appreciate you carrying the load here for me tonight.
No, Mike, you've done a great job. You said a guy's got to know their limitations. I've never let it stop me from the color commentating standpoint. It's great to be here with you. It's exciting. Enjoyed working with Scott last night as well. And as we talk about these two teams here tonight and this low-scoring defensive affair between Asheville and St. Clair County, I tell you, the winner of this game will have their work cut out for them. Springville's another fine program in the St. Clair County. I think that's kind of the cream of the crop there, at least on the boys' side, Springville and Raglan. And so whoever wins this game tonight will have a tough chore ahead of them.
Well, why don't you and I take a break real quick, so maybe we can take a potty break. 5 minutes left before the second half starts. So right now we're at the intermission. 19-16, St. Clair County leads Asheville in the second game of today's doubleheader, trying to do what the St. Clair County girls didn't do, and that's beat Asheville. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to Moody High School, site of the St. Clair County High School basketball tournament. The Ashville Bulldogs just came back onto the court, trailing St. Clair County 19-16, as we get ready to start the second half.
I want to thank our sponsor, Lyle Harmon, District Attorney. St. Clair County District Attorney Lyle Harmon is proud to support the St. Clair County basketball tournament. Whether it's athletics or academics, Lyle Harmon knows the future of our communities lies inside of our schools. Working hard to keep the streets safe from drugs and violence, the St. Clair County District Attorney's Office and Lyle Harmon are here for you, the citizens of St. Clair County.
And we'd also like to thank Metro Bank. With 10 locations across the area, Metro Bank is here to serve. Metro Bank's been consistently ranked as one of the top performing banks in the state of Alabama. Today, the bank continues to strive for a hometown atmosphere and, above all, exceed your expectations for customer service. Locations in Pell City, Ragag-Agland, Lincoln, Heflin, Ashville, Southside, Moody, and Odenville. Metro Bank, come home to us. Okay, so what do you expect here in the second half, Lance? Low-scoring first half. I think it was a combination of good defense, but let's face it, there were a lot of missed shots, and there was a lot of missed opportunities at the free throw line.
True. One thing I noticed that would be a big concern if I were the coach for the Asheville Bulldogs is limited field goal attempts from that in that second quarter. It just seemed like the St. Clair County defense was really producing some pressure, really making it difficult and creating the turnovers. Yes, it's still a close game, but Asheville just going to have to find a way to get more out of their offensive possessions.
Well, if you remember in that second quarter, at one point the same player had 3 straight turnovers on 3 straight trips up the court. You talk about the St. Clair County Saints and Gatlin Daniel being their leading scorer right now. He's the leading scorer for the season. He averages 10 points per game. He's a 3-year starter, and you can just tell in situations like this, he's the kind of guy who really seems to want the ball.
Yeah, so far he looks like the one guy too, Mike, that if his team really needs a basket, he's not afraid to put him on his back and go in there and drive the lane and get it to the hoop.
And that's one area where Caleb Carpenter, the Asheville head coach, told me they were lacking. They did not have a guy who was ready to step up and take charge. And we'll see if maybe that guy emerges here in the second half. Ian Newland going to this hole. He makes the basket, but I think they're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot, so it'll be St. Clair County's ball.
Those quick fouls could loom large later on in the half, though, if they get in the bonus.
Looks like Asheville coming out with a little matchup zone, and nice shot right there by Bear Black as he hits the pull-up jumper. 21-16 now. St. Clair County on top, and they're doing a little 2-2-1 press.
Yeah, Black looking very smooth on the jumper from the side.
Nice pass, wide open. Three-pointer won't go for Jacoby Blanks, and the ball goes out of bounds to St. Clair County.
I think a little bit of a morale victory there. Boost is just getting a shot off.
Nice pass inside to Newland. Newland goes up, and he gets it down. 23-16 now, 7-point lead, 7 minutes to play, as St. Clair County comes out pretty strong here in the second half, scoring 4 unanswered points.
Newland looking very comfortable around the basket.
They break the press nicely there. That's number 33, Caleb Bailey, who sparked the team in the first half. Does a nice job here with the basket, and now he gets the steal. And here comes Asheville trying to run, but Bear Black does a nice job heading off Hernandez. Hernandez a little bit out of control as he drove to the basket, and he picks up the foul as number 2, Gatlin Daniel, drew the offensive foul.
Once again, it's Caleb Bailey kind of making things happen. He may have to be that guy that emerges for the Bulldogs if they're going to stay in this thing with the Saints here in the second half.
Long shot right there, won't go for Bear Black. And a foul on the rebound. Jackson Lindsay called for the foul. St. Clair County staying in that 2-2-1 press. Almost get the steal there. Hernandez, they're going to have to hurry now. They just do get it across. Now they got to settle down. Get the ball back in Hernandez's hands and let him do his magic. Bear Black almost gets the steal, sneaks behind Hernandez and knocks the ball out of bounds.
You know, going back to that press a moment ago, the guys in the front court are going to have to do a little bit more to help them out with those two men bringing the ball up in the court. They can't just pass it back and forth together. Asheville spacing seems a little off on defense too right now. Excuse me, on offense. Nice pass.
Chandler McGinnis inbounding the ball. And 44 is going to be called for the foul. Jacob Wilson maybe just a little bit frustrated he didn't get the basket. Tried to get the ball back.
Yeah, it was a nice inbound pass. Again, that's a shot you got to hit if you're the Bulldogs.
23-18. St. Clair County leads by 5 with 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Nice pass, Gatlin Daniel to Ian Newland, and Ian Newland gets an easy 2.
Yeah, maybe a miscommunication on defense. Newland left wide open right in front of the basket. Get that feeling Asheville better be careful here. It looks like the Saints are digging in to pull away.
Yeah, Cole Hyatt had a clear lane to the basket and just laid it up a little bit too strong, and it went off the back iron for Asheville. And he's going to come out of the game. And he's going to be replaced by Ashton Van. Pass inside meant for Ian Newland. Now it's Van at the other end who just checked into the game, and he gets 2 points.
Yeah, much needed 2 points. Big play by Hernandez there, too, on the drive and dish. That gets closes the lead to 5.
Wow. Gatlin Daniel from way outside, not even close. And St. Clair County is going to turn it over.
Yeah, nice job by the Bulldogs. Was worried about them letting it slip away for a second. Now they're poised to get back in this game.
Break the press. Nice drive. Won't fall. Ashton Van on the floor. Hernandez. Oh, big shot right there.
Great ball movement.
Yeah, Gabe Sawyer with a big shot. Big three-pointer for Gabe.
Yeah, that was good hustle. Saw some guys diving for the ball. Got rewarded with the three-point shot, and they're right back in this game.
Yeah, St. Clair County's lead cut to 2. Shot off the front of the rim. Bear Black passes inside. Nobody there, and here comes Hernandez streaking the other way. Tries to draw the foul and doesn't get the basket. The foul called on Bear Black.
Yeah, exceptional job just to draw that foul. He was really pushing it. The ref did bail him out. You could tell, though, he was concentrating more on drawing that foul than trying to hit the layup.
I think you're exactly right. Hernandez goes to the line for 2.
Hernandez has been solid from the stripe.
Oh, he could tie it here with another free throw.
Yeah, this has been an impressive little comeback. They got down by 7, and I was worried about them, but thought the Saints had a chance to pull away, and Asheville jumps right back in it.
Can't get the nice offensive rebound. The shot won't go by Elijah Turner, but Turner was fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Turner doing a nice job. Went up strong, got the rebound, getting rewarded with the trip to the free throw line. Good hustle by 54.
And he makes the first one. So now the game tied 25 all. 3:56 left in the third quarter. And he makes the second one as well. So now Asheville has the lead over St. Clair County, coming back from a 4-point halftime deficit. They now lead by 1. And trailing by as many as 7 in the third quarter. Bear Black passes up the 3, misses the shot. 23 misses the rebound, but he gets his own miss, puts it back.
Fondren just kept working until he got the shot to go down. Great rebounding and put back effort by Fondren for the Saints.
Yeah, Fondren had a good first half too.
Saints back on top by 1.
Ashton Van can't get it to go. Gatlin Daniel trying to get control of the ball, finally does, and then throws it into the corner, but it's knocked out of bounds by Asheville, so it'll remain St. Clair County's ball.
A lot of back and forth action. 3:07 left to go in the third period. The Saints up by 1, 27-26.
They've gotten away from Ian Newland. He hadn't touched the ball in a while.
And they were having success with him when they were going to him as well.
Pope with the ball, tries to go inside to Newland, knocked away. Nice defensive play right there. But back comes St. Clair County as they get the turnover, and then heady play right there by Bear Black, but they're going to call an offensive foul?
I was a little surprised by the call. I'd have to see that again. That was a strange call, but
well, I guess what they're saying is that he stopped and backed up into Chandler McGinnis, and so they call the foul on him.
Works in Asheville's favor as the home team brings the ball up the court.
Ashton Van looking inside, finds Hernandez with a long 3, and he knocks it down. Asheville up 29-27 now.
And maybe Hernandez is that emerging player for the Bulldogs.
Well, we talked about him in the first half being a nice steadying influence for them. Now another turnover by St. Clair County, and Hernandez can't catch up to that pass. They tried to thread the needle down the middle, but he just couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, they have the layup if they can get the ball to him, but he's saying, hey, get a little air under it.
Put a little air under it is exactly what he is saying. There's Pope. Pope out top now. $15-footer for Pope, pull up. Air ball, out of bounds.
Some bodies hit the
Asheville has
floor.
it. Ashton Van being hounded by Pope.
Doing a nice job working out of the pressure.
There's Van on the lay-in. They call a charge. Well, you know, I'm not one to criticize referees. I'm not going to criticize him for that. It's just such a tough call to make. It's a tough call to make. It doesn't matter what level you're playing at.
Yeah, and that one was not the easiest one, I agree. Tough for Van. He made a nice drive to the basket, but gets the charge, no points.
The only thing you can ask for is that officials be consistent. And, you know, if there's an opportunity at the other end, that they call it the same way. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. And now Asheville takes a 4-point lead as Elijah Turner gets the basket. Turner's had a couple of baskets here in the third quarter to help Asheville come from 7 down in the quarter to now leading by 4 with 42 seconds to play.
Adrian Hernandez kind of really started that with a drive and excellent pass. Been very impressed with Hernandez.
And now you see the body language on the St. Clair County players. Why didn't you catch it? Well, why didn't you throw it better? You know, that's the kind of thing that you see when other teams are starting to make a little run. But nice defense right there. And then Asheville hustling to get it back. A really, really big opportunity there. Missed. Chandler McGinnis did a nice job for Asheville getting that ball back.
Yeah, and talk about runs. And the pressure that St. Clair County's feeling, it's I've got it as a 14-2 run right now for the Bulldogs.
14-2 run has the Asheville Bulldogs up 4 with 24 seconds to play in the third quarter, and I assume that they're going to play for the last shot here. And there's really not a go-to guy just about any of the 5, but Ashton Van's going to go to the basket. I think he rushed it a little bit, still with 8 seconds on the clock when he took that shot. And now that gives St. Clair County a chance. They throw up the 3. It won't go. Jackson Lindsay misses the 3 at the buzzer. So Asheville, 8 minutes away now from advancing to the next round to play Springville, leading 31-27. The Robinson Law Firm and Asheville Land and Title bring to you the St. Clair County Basketball Tournament. Charlie and Jackie Robinson are big supporters of athletics and academics here in St. Clair County. When the time comes when you need legal assistance, remember the Robinson Law Firm and Ashland Land and Title. In the classroom or on the field or court, the Robinson Law Firm is cheering for all students around St. Clair County. Thank you for being a sponsor of the St. Clair County High School Basketball Tournament. Thank you also to Kurt and Jennifer Eddy with Asheville Drugs and Odenville Drugs for being a title sponsor and a supporter of athletics and academics in St. Clair County. Asheville Drugs and Odenville Drugs, your hometown drug stores. Again, you're watching the St. Clair County High School Basketball Tournament live on 94.1 The River FM, streamed live on Facebook and on the YouTube channel. We're proud to bring this to you. It's our second game of the night. The boys' game between Asheville and St. Clair County, preceded by the girls' game against the same 2 schools. Asheville won that, and now Asheville trying to make it 2 in a row as they lead by 4 as the final quarter gets underway here at Moody High School.
Asheville in the middle of a 14-2 run. Just when it looked like St. Clair County was going to pull away in the third quarter, Asheville came storming back, and they have that 4-point lead.
Nice job right there by Pope as Cameron Pope as he gets the steal and then calls a heady timeout to maintain possession of the basketball. This one's going to go down to the wire, my friend.
Yeah, I think we've got a good one here.
This is much better than what you had last night. I felt badly for you. A 50-point game is never easy to do, especially when you really don't know the teams that well, so you can't tell stories about the kids, because you just don't know them that well. When you cover a team every game or every week, every day, you get to know the kids, you can tell stories, but in a situation like that, it's really, really difficult. Cameron Pope in the corner to Gatlin, and he turns it over, throws it away, and back comes Asheville. Gatlin Daniel needs to step up for his ball club right now. He's had a good game up until now. They're going to rely on him. He's an experienced guy, 3-year starter for the St. Clair County Saints. He's an experienced guy, so they're going to look for him down the stretch.
And St. Clair County going to have to settle in and find some offense. They have struggled.
Well, I noticed that Coach Drew Barnett kept Gatlin and Gatlin Daniel and Ian Newland on the bench for the last few minutes of that third quarter, maybe getting them some extra rest. Inside, strong move right there by Jacob Wilson. It won't go, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line for two to try to extend the lead to 6.
Asheville can definitely thank the free throw line, too, for their advantage. They've made the most of their opportunities. Of course, they got the Bowman Jinx right there.
Yeah, he did that. 31-27. 7:09 to play in the ball game.
And I stay quiet, and he hits it.
That's right. He makes the second one. So now the lead is 5. Here comes St. Clair County. Asheville back in that zone defense. Gatlin Daniel in the corner. Bear Black. Maybe look to go to Newland inside. Newland trying to get position. And they're going to call the foul right there. I was watching that matchup down low. They're going to call the foul on Jacob Wilson. You know, Wilson looks to be a stronger, thicker kid than Newland, and sometimes that size can work against you. In terms of the way a referee might view it.
Sure.
Cameron Pope inbounding the ball. There's Daniel, Gatlin Daniel. He's their guy.
First points in the second half, though.
That's right, cuts the lead to 3. There's Hernandez. Hernandez blocked by 24, Jaden Farmer, but they're going to call the foul on Farmer. Farmer incredulous that they call that on him.
Yeah, the coach is upset too.
And he just got teed up. Just got teed up. Not a great tee from Drew Barnett there in his second year. You don't want to get teed up in that situation. You're only down 3. But on the other hand, you know, you're setting the tone for the rest of the game. You want to make sure your guys are getting a fair shake under the basket.
Yeah, that's the balancing act, going to war for your guys, saying, hey, I got your back, but as you also mentioned, critical in terms of the score of this game.
And Hernandez made the first of the 2 free throws, and he made them both. So now that lead grows to 5, and now they'll shoot the foul on the play.
Yeah. Actually,
or was the Hernandez?
I think
the
Hernandez
foul on the play.
Was the foul on the play, and now we've got Turner knocking down a couple of free throws.
So now the lead is 7.
Now that's a big swing,
and
the
ball. So this could be a 6-point swing.
Well, that was a backcourt. They just missed it.
I think aren't you allowed to catch it like that? You would know better than I.
I think if you go all the way back, but I don't know about the one. He had the feet split, so I thought it would be called. But referee saw it. So
he's right there, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I will too. Next game I call will be my first one.
Hernandez fakes the 3, goes to the basket, and gets fouled. Well, they call it a shooting foul. 2 shots.
And Hernandez has been strong from the line.
So we were saying 2, 4, 6 points. If he makes these 2, it's a 6-point swing on that technical. 6-point trip. Hernandez misses the first. And Coach Barnett breathes a sigh of relief. Hernandez does make the second. So now it's an 8-point Asheville lead. Asheville came from 7 down in the third quarter, now to lead by 8 with 6 minutes to play in the game. St. Clair County has kind of lost its way on offense. Cameron Pope with the ball now. Finds Bear Black. Black back to Pope. Pope over to Gatlin Daniel. Daniel in the corner. Now they go down low to Newland. He can't corral it and ends up throwing it away. And here comes Hernandez on the run. And he waited just a little bit too long, I think, to get the ball to Ashton Van, but it'll stay with Asheville.
Pressure really starting to creep in for the Saints. Down 8 here, 5:34 left. Got to start making some baskets.
Nice pass. And they're going to call a foul on Ian Newland.
Yeah, you know, I know the Saint fans are frustrated, and I've seen a couple of questionable calls. I understand the frustration. Again, it's not an easy job being an official, but
no, it's not. It's not. I'm not a big proponent of criticizing officials. Caleb Bailey at the line. Made the first one. He can extend the lead to 10 points here if he makes the second. He doesn't make it, but he goes and gets the rebound. Tried to make the pass. It was kicked out of bounds by St. Clair County. Asheville's ball. Caleb Bailey's been a difference maker in the game.
Yeah, he's definitely brought some energy, enthusiasm, made some key plays at critical times for the Bulldogs, who are on a 20-4 run. The Saints had a 25-18 lead in the third quarter.
Turnover there. Gatlin Daniel thought about pulling up for the three, gets it back to Cameron Pope.
I'd get the ball in Gatlin Daniel's hands if I were the Saints.
Yep, that's what the Asheville Bulldogs thought too. Ashton Van with a nice pass to Hernandez. Hernandez, they're going to call a travel. They're going to call a travel on Chandler McGinnis. Might have been a travel before that, but they got the one on McGinnis. That was a missed opportunity for Asheville. They had numbers and couldn't convert. Missed shot right there. Over the back.
Yeah, going to get number 24, Jaden Farmer. Over the back for the Saints.
Farmer went up strong, but when he came down, his arms came over the shoulders of the player in front of him.
Yeah, we'll come to the other end and shoot free throws.
Yep, that's in the double bonus. Asheville head coach Caleb Carpenter taking an opportunity there to talk to his boys. Warmer weather will be here before you know it, so get your small engine lawn equipment ready to go. Odenville Small Engine Repair offers service and parts on lawnmowers, zero-turns, generators, weed eaters, everything you need. Fast, friendly service with guaranteed quick turnaround time. They're located on Highway 411 in Odenville next to Destiny Life Church. Ask about our pickup and delivery service. Give them a call today, 205-629-0202. That's 205-629-0202. 11-point lead now by the Asheville Bulldogs with 4:24 to play in the ball game. Bear Black with the ball out top being hounded by Ashton Van, and Van gets the steal, but they're going to call a blocking foul on him.
.4:16 left to go. Big free throws here.
Yeah, Bear Black going to the line for 1 and 1.
Made the first one. City of Asheville Mayor Derek Mostella and City Council Member Shirley Smith, R. Denise Williams, Sue Price, Robin L. Bolin, and Edward Roscoe Lane are proud supporters of Asheville High School athletics and academics. Go Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs going right now in transition. And they're going to call for the blocking foul on St. Clair County. I think that was called on Bear Black. His fourth. Hernandez going to the line. Misses the front, the first one. 10-point lead, 4:11 to go.
Hernandez with 13 points to lead Asheville's attack. Make that 14.
He's been real steady. That was Gatlin Daniel with the long three, wouldn't go.
And now,
Baylor Farmer doing a nice job to fight to keep that ball alive, and it'll remain St. Clair County's ball.
I was just going to say, Mike, every possession critical now, down 11 for the St. Clair County Saints. Still time, but got to start making some shots.
It's a bad pass. Here comes Hernandez. And the basket is made by Hernandez.
Lucky there wasn't a call there on the slap against the backboard, too.
Well, probably had it not gone in, it would have been offensive goaltending, no?
Yeah.
I'm not offensive goaltending, but goaltending.
Yeah, I think you're right.
"13-point lead now for the Asheville Bulldogs as St. Clair County having a hard time finding any offense. Can't seem to get any open shots. Credit Asheville's zone defense for that. Chandler McGinnis going to the line now for the St. Clair County Saints, shooting 1-1. Makes the first. And he got them both. So St. Clair County calls timeout. And while they do, let's tell you that St. Clair County District Attorney Lyle Harmon is proud to support the St. Clair County basketball tournament. Whether it's athletics or academics, Lyle Harmon knows the future of our communities lies inside of our schools. Working hard to keep the streets safe from drugs and violence, the St. Clair County District Attorney's Office and Lyle Harmon are here for you, the citizens of St. Clair County.
Also want to thank Metro Bank. With their 10 locations across the area, Metro Bank is here to serve. Metro Bank has consistently been ranked as one of the top performing banks in the state of Alabama. Today, the bank continues to strive for a hometown atmosphere and, above all, exceed your expectations for customer service. Locations in Pell City, Raglan, Lincoln, Heflin, Asheville, Southside, Moody, and Odenville. Metro Bank, come home to us.
All right, let's set the stage now for the final 3 minutes and 47 seconds. The Asheville Bulldogs lead by 11. That was after trailing by 7 in the third quarter. They have really gone to work in the second half of the third quarter and the first part of this fourth quarter, and they've built an 11-point lead, and they have the basketball. They're also in the double bonus. St. Clair County with some zone pressure. Asheville taking its time. Ashton Van brings it across the midcourt stripe. Yeah, they're going to call it travel. Probably could have called one sooner than that, but they finally got it.
Some excellent defense by the Saints. That's what they've got to do right now, create opportunities and knock down shots. 3:23 left to go, down 11. Got to go quick.
Caleb Bailey with a rare mistake right there. He's been a really solid player for them this ball game.
Looks like we had somebody toss somebody out of the way on the underneath the glass, so that's going to go back to Asheville. And looks like they'll be headed to the free throw line.
Yep. In the double bonus, so every time they're fouled, they're shooting 2. But apparently that must have been a jump ball or something because they're giving Asheville the ball.
Yeah, it looked like they were getting all set up to go to the free throw line, but they're going to inbound the ball. May have been the fact that it was an offensive foul against the Saints. I'm not sure.
Yes. Ashton Van taking it all the way to the basket. Doesn't get the basket, but he does get fouled.
Yeah, I think Asheville just playing with a little bit more confidence down the stretch. Ashton Van with 7 points on the night. Can't convert there.
Another missed free throw, and here comes St. Clair County. And they turn it over. And that's Caleb Bailey who picks up the steal.
Bailey making another big play for the Bulldogs. Plenty of them tonight.
Hernandez with a slick crossover. Goes right to the basket. Can't get it to go. There's Bailey. Can't get it to go. Fighting hard, and it's going to stay with Asheville as they say it went off of St. Clair County's John David Bauer. Hernandez with the ball into the corner. Here we go now to Caleb Bailey. Good rebound right there for St. Clair County by DJ Miller, and he was fouled. So they'll go back the other way to shoot the 1-and-1.
And the Saints pretty much have to have free throws when they get in these situations. 2:23 left to go. Got to convert here if you're St. Clair County.
Again, we just want to thank everybody who's watching on the live stream on 94.1 The River FM, the Facebook live stream, and the YouTube channel. We really appreciate you being a part of our broadcast of the St. Clair County High School Basketball Tournament. You need to make those free throws. Isn't that what you just said? Did I just repeat you?
Yeah, it's just critical at this juncture in the game. At least they got possession back, but still down 11 and running out of time.
Gatlin Daniel, nice pass, and he finds DJ Miller, who gets the basket. Now they pick up full court pressure, and they almost get the steal. There's Ashton Van going to the basket, decides better of it, pulls it back out, and Hernandez is going to settle him down.
Yeah, smart move by Van. No shot clock in high school basketball, so put all the pressure on that St. Clair County defense.
Yeah, there's a foul. Jackson Lindsay called for the foul. With under 2 minutes to go, they need to try to extend the game and get opportunities at the other end. Hope that Asheville misses some free throws.
Lindsay has to be careful there. One thing the refs will look for is if you're making a play on the ball. He just kind of gave a shove. They'll get you on that.
Hernandez makes the first of two. How many does he have now?
That's 9 free throws alone. And he's got 17 on the night.
Gatlin Daniel with the pull-up three, can't get it to go, and that's DJ Miller with the putback.
Miller with a quick 4 points all of a sudden, cutting it to 8.
8 minutes with 1:42 to play.
Always a chance if you can get somebody hot from 3. But not much of a chance, especially that. Well, I think the key here, Mike, is trading the shot attempts for the free throws, because if you stop the clock, obviously,
that's right,
and you're going to have to foul to extend the game.
Got to extend the game, and like I said, hope that Asheville misses some free throws.
Gatlin Daniel with 13, but he had 11 at the half.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet here in the second half. We just saw him chuck up a 3 there. So Asheville will inbound the ball underneath the St. Clair County basket. That's Chandler McGinnis who will pull the trigger. Ashton Van comes back and gets it. Looks like he got fouled. Looks like he got hit in the face. And they do call the foul on John David Bauer. And so Van will go to the line to shoot a couple. Van's had some big baskets here tonight. And he gets the first one with the extra body language. He was able to convince that ball to go down. And he gets them both. 10-point lead now. 1:35 to go. Good defense by Hernandez. Nice pass inside. Newland can't handle it, and it's going to go back to Asheville. Good pass inside. Hernandez comes back to the ball to get it, breaks the pressure, keeps possession. Timeout. Timeout, Asheville. they want to talk about, let's just not screw it up here in the next 115. Let's play smart. Let's play conservatively. Let's hold the ball, make them foul us, move the ball quickly. As they like to say in football, eat clock.
That's right. That's right.
You know, my dad was a funny guy. One a huge sports fan, loved the Cincinnati Reds. I grew up in Cincinnati, and I used to watch a lot of basketball when I was young on television, and of course my dad would be forced to watch it with me. Never a big fan of the game, and the announcers would say things like, "Oh, there's a timeout on the floor," and my dad would say, "Well, where else would there be a timeout? In the stands?" You know. There's a timeout on the court. Ashville inbounding the ball, and they throw it away. St. Clair County gets exactly what they needed. No time to waste. You got to push it here, guys. They get in the corner to Ian Newland, who goes to the basket. They're going to call a push. A push. So Newland will go to the line, and I believe he'll shoot 2.
Not something you want to do if you're Asheville. Don't want that clock to stop. No time will pass, and a chance for the Saints to cut into the lead a little bit.
You can tell that Ian Newland is a good player, and I think he does suffer a little bit from playing out of position. 6'2", 160 pounds. His coach said he's more of a guard, but he's forced to play inside. And now that lead is 9 points as he gets one of the 2.
Yes, Newland now with 8 points on the night.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to get a lot more than that. And now it's just a march to the line.
Yep, who can make their free throws?
Who can make their free throws, and Ashton Van has been pretty good from the line tonight. So he'll shoot 2. Misses the first. You know, and again, I can't say enough how appreciative I am of 94.1 The River for bringing this tournament and this action to all the people in the county. It's a great service that 94.1 The River does for the community, for the entire county, and I just can't say how impressive that is for a smallish radio station to invest the time, the energy, and the money to bring something of this magnitude to the people of the community. It's just really impressive, and I think the people of St. Clair County should be grateful. I don't live in the county. Right? I only got to know about 94.1 The River because I drive through the county every day on my way to the International Motorsports Hall of Fame, where I am now the executive director. So every morning I listen to Adam and John on 94.1, and I really have been impressed by the local flavor of that radio station and what a great job they do in service of the community. And that's one thing that a lot of radio stations and television stations lose sight of over the years, is they lose sight of their mission. And their mission is to serve the community. So I'm really appreciative that 94.1 does that. Under a minute to play now. 9-point lead, and St. Clair County trying to get a basket, shoots the 3. That would have been big if it had gone. It wouldn't go. And Newland was on the line as the ball was trying to be saved back inbounds. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's safe to say. With an 11-point lead and 36 seconds to go, barring a miracle.
Yeah, unless Reggie Miller jumps out on the court, I'm going to agree with you.
And I think St. Clair County has called off the dogs, and I think they're not going to concede, but they're not going to extend the game any longer than it needs to be.
And I commend them for that.
I do too. Ashton Van gets it over to Caleb Bailey, who's had a nice game, and Bear Black gets the steal. Give him credit for not packing it in. Under 10 seconds to play now, 9.4 on the clock. So Black goes to the line to shoot 2. He can cut the lead to 7, but again, just not enough time. Makes the first. And the second. 7-point lead now for Ashville. And they're content. Oh, nice steal right there by Ian Newland. And that's going to be it. So Newland played to the last second, as did the entire St. Clair County team, but it just wasn't enough. Asheville was the better team tonight, doing a nice job coming from 7 down in the third quarter to come back and win by 7. 47-40, the final score.
Yeah, there was really a point in time where I thought the game in that third quarter had the opportunity to get away from Asheville, of all things, and they just went on that huge run, did really well. Want to go over some scores really quickly, some individual stats for the game. I've just got the points. Leading the way for St. Clair County Saints, Gatlin Daniel finished with 13. Ian Newland finished with 8 on the night. Bear Black had 6. Luke Fondren chipped in with 5. DJ Miller had 4 points. And then we had Jaden Farmer with 3 and John David Bauer with a free throw for 1 point. Adrian Hernandez, I'd have to give him the game ball tonight, the MVP of this game anyway, unofficially. Hernandez was 17. Ashton Van had a nice game with 10. Looks like we've got, Elijah Turner had 8 all in the second half. Jacob Wilson had a free throw, and Gabe Sawyer had that three-pointer in the third quarter for 3 points. And then another guy I know that we were really impressed with was Caleb Bailey and his 8 points tonight.
Well, I really appreciate you guys allowing me to do this. I've, as I said, been out of broadcasting now for 4 years, and people ask me if I miss it, and the answer is no, not really. I really don't. I enjoy being able to go to games and not having to work. This to me, though, is not work. This to me was fun, again, because of the bigger mission of serving the community. I apologize if I was a little bit rusty tonight. Think we got better as we went along. I appreciate you being a great partner, but I do appreciate 94.1 The River thinking of me and allowing me to do this. People ask me, do I miss it? The only thing I really miss is high school. High school always kept me young. So thanks again for allowing me to do this. And, partner, maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, and I think what you said a moment ago about what 94.1 means to you and your appreciation for what they do in the community, I think that harkens back to your career and why I was such a big fan of what you did in the Birmingham market for football and especially high school football. I mean, I know all sports, and I know you were the director, but to me, you really connected on that high school football level and what you did for the community and the towns across North Central Alabama.
Well, I truly enjoyed that, and I enjoyed this tonight. So the Asheville Bulldogs make it a clean sweep tonight. Both the girls and the boys win. They advance to Thursday night's games against Springville. And, of course, 94.1 The River will have all the action for you live on their YouTube stream and on their Facebook